Right, I do have to apologise to Longstraw Brewery. This is my second attempt at drinking this. I might cut the video into at the start, who knows. I opened the Smokey Joe extract and it wanted to take off. And I decided to vent it a little bit and then put it in the fridge. Ooh, even now it wants to go again. It might be a vent over a couple of days, who knows. Or I might just get away with it this time. Yeah, we've done it, I think. Yeah, initially I thought the first time it was just going to explode, so I decided to vent it a little bit, then recap it. It's retained a lot of the carbonation. It must have been quite a carbonated beer. I've had loads of beers like that. So in fact, most of my beers are like that. It's got a huge head on it, kind of a brownish head, which I seem to get with all my dark beers. You never kind of get that white head that you get on some stouts and whatnot. Getting a little bit of, it says Smokey Joe. I haven't got the tasting notes with me. I just realised I've left them in the other room, or the what's included in the recipe. Right, I'm going to dive in. It's definitely still very carbonated. Yeah, the bubbles are just reforming. Doesn't taste that. I've had super carbonated stouts before that just don't taste right when you drink them, but it's not too bad. It's kind of, in the middle of that, but getting a very kind of like treacle or molasses taste to it. More than any kind of smokiness, but it is super cold, just to try and quell that carbonation. So it might have to give it a couple of minutes to warm up, maybe, to see and get some more of that taste out of it. It's strange. There's something in there that reminds me of something else, like a taste. Almost like a bourbon or something, not like a Jack Daniel, a little bit like Jack Daniels, not kind of the alcoholic note, but the taste of the bourbon. I'm going to let that warm. That's an interesting beer, that. Right, back to the Longstraw beer. I've now got the ingredient note. And reading on the Smokey Joe extract, it was a Munton's Old Oak extract, so I'm guessing that's where the kind of the bourbony type taste, the kind of the oakiness, maybe there's like a kind of like a bourbon barrel or something like that. They kind of put that in there. You do get a little bit more smokiness now. It's gone through, it's warmed up, but it's quite nice actually. It's quite pleasant. It's not that kind of, sometimes with the smoked beers or smoky in a beer, it can be a little bit too overpowering to the point you can't finish the whole beer, or you'd think, I wouldn't drink that again. Would this be a 1 or 2 pinter? Maybe a couple of pints actually. Definitely a winter beer, this one, I think. I can imagine it being quite cold and one of these by the fire type thing, but I've got to admit, all the beers have been bang on so far. Whether it's just the Longstraw's brewing skills, or just the extras added to it. So this one's got crystal malt added, 100 grams. He put terrified wheat there, which is quite amusing. Biscuit malt, caramel malt, and 500 grams of spray malt. I'm guessing to bump up the ABV a little bit. And then a ½ ounce of East Kent Goldings and US-05. That is a cracking beer. Apart from the carbonation issues that calmed down after it was put in the fridge for a little bit, I think if that had a label on it from a commercial brewery, that'd be hard pushed to tell that was made from a kit, I reckon. I've had none of the kind of kitsch wang from any of these beers so far. Whether it's just the additions added or just the actual the quality of the kits. I'm presuming that's one of the newer Muntons kits, because Stuart did say that he's been splitting kits up and making sort of extra beers with them and whatnot. So 2 cans and then splitting them to make 2 different batches. That is a stunning beer, I've got to admit. Definitely, that's right up my street for a dark beer. So cheers, Stuart and Debs. I'd have to give that a 10. That one, that's amazing. Cheers.